Welcome to USA News Network. Kierk, I'm Papu, bringing you the stories that matter.
Bill Maher resurrects feud with Larry David sparked by Trump meeting. Bill Maher is reigniting his feud with Larry David. The comedian took a swipe at the Curb Your Enthusiasm star during the latest episode of Real Time on November 21st, 7 months after the comic sparred over Maher's meeting with President Donald Trump. USA Today has reached out to a representative for David for comment. During a segment where Maher argued against cutting off contact with people because of political disagreements, Maher slammed his childish and purely emotional critics who were upset because I had dinner with Trump at the White House earlier this year. You know, because he's Hitler, Maher said. Except he's not. So unhelpful and dumb. While Maher said this, he showed the headline of an essay David wrote for the New York Times in April titled, My Dinner with Adolf. The satirical piece was written from the perspective of a fictional person who had dinner with Adolf Hitler in 1939 and came away impressed. A parody of comments Maher made about his dinner with Trump. Larry David. The comedian skewers Bill Maher Trump meeting in satirical Hitler essay. Maher then went a step further, calling out David by name. Every year I used to ask Larry David to do Real Time, and he'd always say, Bill, I can't. I'm not smart enough about politics to do your show. Yeah, I get that now, Maher said. He went on to add, what exactly is the argument? That by talking to Trump, I'll elevate him? Oh my God, don't tell me he could become president. Maher confirmed in April that he dined with Trump at the White House, and he described what it was like during an episode of Real Time. The comedian, who has frequently criticized Trump on his show, said he was surprised to find the president was personable in private. It's kind of insulting. Bill Maher blasts Larry David for alleged Hitler comparison. Look, I get it. It doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage, Maher said. I'm just taking it as a positive that this person exists, because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy. David echoed Maher's words, without ever mentioning his name, in his My Dinner with Adolf essay, writing, Here I was, prepared to meet Hitler, the one I'd seen and heard minus the public Hitler. But this private Hitler was a completely different animal. Maher hit back at David's essay at the time, saying on Piers Morgan Uncensored, that it wasn't my favorite moment of our friendship, and that the Hitler comparison is kind of insulting to 6 million dead Jews.